Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are doing the world's slowest target acquisition. We're still this far away, and the kill team is almost destroyed, so that's fantastic. The bull shark is going to step forward over here. Now, the salamander did die last episode, and we're not entirely sure why. We'll look at the mech after we're done with the mission and see if we can figure it out. It claims that the pilot was incapacitated, but he still has one injury. He only has 2 of 3 injuries, and in this it claims he's dead. I'm not sure if Chronic Toast is actually dead or not, but we'll find out. I think for now we're just going to fire the Long Tom over at this ghost to make it a little easier to hit. We don't really know anything about anybody over on the other side being super easy to take down. That said, there's still a lot of enemies over there, and we may still end up just giving up on this mission. I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to fire on this Madcat Mark II. This is our last rounds of Apollo ammo, but we still have plenty of standard ammo. And that's a dead Madcat Mark II. So the support lance is gone. The kill team only has 1 mech remaining. And we are going to use our Mauler here and restart it. And then our Awesome is going to step forward over here. And we need to keep in mind that we've only got 6 activations remaining for Poet. But we're going to fire on this Ghost. We can't fire the improved heavy laser due to heat, but we'll just fire the rest. And actually, that's the Ghost straight up dead. I love it. That's great.
That's the kill.
Okay. So now we know that there's a Zeus, there's a Blackjack, we know there's a main battle tank out there.
Right here.
What we don't know, and actually the Atlas should really be spearheading this because it has plenty of armor left. What we don't know is exactly how many enemies there are left. So, that's the Blackjack that just moved, phase 21.
Commander.
The Orion is going to sprint forward over this way. We need to make for the road. The Plainsman is just kind of running around in circles, not doing anything of note. The Zeus backs off a little bit. Pegasus not doing anything of note either. That's a Gausszilla Annihilator? I had no idea that that was out there. So we don't want to be an LOS of that guy.
Ready for orders.
Our Mauler's going to move up.
Acknowledged.
The question is, we know there's a main battle tank out here too. Is that all of it? The Zeus, the Blackjack, the Gausszilla, and the main battle tank? Is that all of the enemies?
Standing by.
We don't know. We're going to first aid our Awesome here.
Aye, aye.
And we're going to move our Corsair towards the road.
Going.
The Corsair is also reasonably fresh.
Waiting for orders.
The Madcat Mark II actually is too. We're going to move up, sink the heat.
Orders.
And the Bull Shark is going to step forward here. I think that we have to drop our artillery on the Gausszilla. I think there's no option.
Confirmed.
This is the only choice. We have to start shredding armor off of this guy.
Standing
The
by.
Boar's Head, of course, is out of artillery ammo, so it will just step forward. Okay. So the Pegasus moves up. Second Pegasus moves up. They're not really reconning at all. It'd be nice if they would. There is that Zeus out there that is untouched, but it doesn't have much armor. So that's good to know.
Receiving you.
Our Orion is going to sprint up over here. It's untouched on the one side. The other side is very touched. Very, very touched indeed. There's that Marksman MBT with some pretty devastating weaponry as well. Okay. So how do we want to tackle this?
I'm ready.
Well, the Bull Shark absolutely needs to come up
Roger that.
and continue artillerying the Gausszilla. Sadly, we only have 7 rounds left. That wasn't the greatest shot, but it still stripped off a good amount of armor.
Standing by.
The Madcat Mark II, the pilot is bleeding out, so we need to keep that in mind. It's going to sprint up to here. and call that good for now.
I'm here.
The Corsair is going to sprint up.
Confirmed. Right here.
The Boar's Head is going to try to take point here.
Go fast. Got it.
We're very low on ammunition. We need to keep that in mind. We've gone through a lot of enemies. Like, a whole lot. We've killed the turret lance. We killed the lance out here. We killed the lance over here. We killed the lance over here. That's like 16 enemies that we've gone through so far. And there's another at least 4 out here.
Awaiting
So
orders.
it's a lot. We do have activations remaining. We're going to sprint the Awesome up over here.
Orders?
The Mauler is going to sprint up over this way. We need to keep in mind the Mauler is fairly low on armor. Okay. Landsman moves up. I think it's just these 4 remaining enemies. So we need to tackle those. Godzilla closes in a bit.
Standing by.
The Corsair is going to sprint up to here. The Corsair is still
Understood.
fairly fresh,
Moving
so that
fast.
it's fine to take point with the Corsair. We see a visual corridor over here. That's interesting.
Yes, Commander.
The Orion is less fresh. We need to protect the left-hand side, so it needs to move up, like, along this way. The Zeus going for the Plainsman. Okay. It's running primarily energy weapons at this point. The Bull Shark is going to close in. They're too far spread out to fire at clusters, unfortunately. So it has to continue to be the
Locking
Godzilla.
on.
Not the greatest of shots there, but we did strip off some armor.
Orders?
Our Madcap Mark II only has 9 activations remaining. We're going to sprint up over to here.
I copy.
Call that good for now. At this point, I'm fairly convinced it's
Commander?
only these 4 remaining enemies. So the Awesome is going to position over here.
I'm receiving you.
The Mauler is going to not really close in super close. We are concerned about this MBT. We need to get through its armor, and we need to do it quickly.
Yes, Commander.
The Boar's Head can position here.
Roger that.
And let's start checking these hit odds. 32, 32, 48, 35. I don't think that's quite worth taking just yet. Okay, the Pegasus moves up a bit. We don't really care too much about that. Our allies are not, strictly speaking, relevant here. Although, that's some good damage to that Zeus. I like it. We'll see what their response is. They have the Blackjack and the Marksman. The Blackjack moves up. We should be able to kill that Blackjack very quickly.
Aye, aye.
The Corsair is going to sprint up to here. We don't get LOS yet.
Standing by.
The Orion is going to move in over here. We still want to keep this left side protected. So 37. I want to check all of these. 33. We need to keep in mind that we do have Deadfire and Listen Kill on here as well. If we fire in Listen Kill mode on this Godzilla, we may get some decent armor strip here. Do it.
Acknowledged.
We'll take it. Okay. So at this point, it's just the MBT. They close in. They fire on our planes. Now that's going to kill the Plainsman. That's fine. We don't care about that. What's important is that it used some of its ammo. And also, I think we might be able to fight it without fighting some of those others. Which would be very, very important, if so. The Awesome needs to sprint up over here. We
On my
have to
way.
keep in
Double
mind,
time.
we are bleeding out, and we don't have all that long left. 5 activations remaining. So we do have some time.
I'm ready.
The Mauler is going to move up over here. We want to protect the right side with this one.
Rolling.
So let's check hit odds on the MBT for the LRM-10, the Blackjack, and the Godzilla. technically it's best on the marksman. Okay, so that strips a little armor off of there. The bull shark is going to step forward. We have 5 turns left of artillery. We're going to keep hitting the Gausszilla out there.
Firing.
Okay, another decent chunk of armor removed.
Commander.
The Magcat can get LOS on the Gausszilla, but I feel like that's a mistake. We're going to move over to here. Call that good for now.
Standing by.
The Boar's Head can get LOS on multiple here, including the Gausszilla. That might be okay for the Boar's Head.
Position.
We can position here and fire the LRM-20. We'll boost those hit odds a little bit. And see if we can't eliminate this guy fairly swiftly. Would be nice.
Waiting for
The Orion can move out over this direction. We can get an LOS on the Zeus. We're going to take it. I'm going to Vigilance the Orion here. And we're going to fire this in, I think, dead fire mode. Yes. Light him up.
Copy that.
LRM ammo destroyed.
Solid connection on
And we
that
did penetrate the armor on that Zeus. Our friend the Pegasus closes in a bit. The Gausszilla moves up. Doesn't fire, shockingly. The Blackjack moves in a bit, exposes itself, shoots at our Boar's Head, gets a bunch of hits. But the Boar's Head is okay for now.
Oh boy. Heavy hit
Now the
there.
danger here is what's about to happen. And that's the Marksman move up and the Zeus move in as well. That crit the LRM-20 clan. That's unfortunate.
Getting my ass kicked.
The MBT move up is going to be a bit of a problem, but we can move the Magcat to here.
Confirm.
And we can hit the Blackjack super hard. We're going to Warlord it. We're going to do everything we can here. That spread out a lot. I was hoping for more clustering. That Blackjack is quite weak now. But it's not going to be dead anytime soon. Well, we're going to have to fire another time at it anyway. We're going to fire on the Gausszilla again with the artillery. That's a direct hit, and that's beautiful. The Corsair is going to step up over here and is going to go for the Blackjack. This should be a pretty guaranteed kill, I think. How much armor does this guy actually have left? Not a ton. But we spread out very widely again there. That's sad. The Blackjack is now unsteady, but that MBT, let's see what it does here. This is the danger. Okay, it backs off. That is amazing.
Yes,
I'm very happy about that. The Boar's Head is going to step forward ever so slightly here. We could fire on the Blackjack or on the Gausszilla. We're going to fire on the Gausszilla here because I want a knockdown on it.
Roger that.
Oh, that's just straight up dead.
Target.
I didn't expect a kill on the Gausszilla. I love it. That's amazing. The Mauler is going to move in to here. I don't want LOS with the Zeus, but I do want LOS with the Blackjack. Finish him.
Target confirmed.
One dead Blackjack. Okay, things are starting to feel good.
Aye, aye.
The Awesome is going to close in over here. We need to protect the right-hand side. Or we need to protect the left-hand side, actually. So if we were to position like this, this would be the wrong way. We would need to position like this. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to move up, and we're going to fire on that Zeus. We didn't get a lot done there. But we maybe gave him something to think about. So our Orion did get a armor repair there. We may want to expose front arc here. I'm just thinking about this range situation here. Are we better off with longer range or shorter right now? I think we're better off to go here. And then we fire on the Zeus with literally everything we've got.
Locking in all
We miss the Gauss. We did get an engine heatsink +2 crit. We got a head hit there, but really that wasn't what I was hoping for. The Pegasus moves up, but the Zeus moves now, and it could do a lot of damage to our Orion. But it didn't.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Interesting choice, to be sure. Now, this tank is still dangerous to us. There's no doubt about it. Moves up. Oh, it does get LOS on the Orion. This is going to hurt. Yeah, that hurt a lot.
System down.
Okay, so at this point,
Waiting for
our
orders.
Mauler absolutely moves in here.
Going full throttle.
We have to focus everything we have on this MBT. Yes, we're going to overheat here. I'm aware. I'm absolutely aware of this.
I'm out of LRM.
Yep.
Crap.
That was pretty much a guarantee that we were going to fail that shutdown override. The Madcap Mark II is too overheated to get in and engage the MBT. But we're committed at this point. We have no choice. We have to move in
Moving full
with the
speed.
Boar's Head, and we're going to hit this guy's side arc. It's not going to kill,
Target.
but we're going to do what we can. Okay. Armor shredded off there.
All out of LRMs.
Yes, Commander.
The Bull Shark steps up. Goes through the MBT. Kaboom. Good damage there, actually. Well over 100 armor off.
No. Aye.
And we're going to move up with the Corsair. Good hit odds here. Can we boost those? Yes, we can. The armor's starting to get kind of thin
Okay,
on the
I'm
MBT.
on it.
But we missed quite a number of these on good hit odds, which is sad. We did penetrate the structure. Was that on the turret or the side? That was on the turret, so that's harder
Awaiting
to
orders.
deal with. We're going to move up with the Awesome, though. And once again, just continue to hit this thing as hard as possible.
Target confirmed.
We missed another PPC there. That's very sad. Okay. Our allies move. Sadly, this guy moves before our Orion does. I think our Orion just dies here straight up. Oh, he goes for the Mauler. Never mind. So when does this MBT move? Phase 16 is the answer.
Standing by.
The Orion needs to move up over this way.
Heading out.
We're going to Vigilance it. If it decides to attack the Orion and is still alive at that point, it will probably kill the Orion. But we may be able to kill it here. We missed the Gauss. That's really unfortunate. We did get a lot of crits there,
That hit something good.
but it's not what we needed.
Standing
The
by.
Corsair can move up.
Confirmed.
Once again,
Fire.
we could easily kill it here, and we did. Okay. Oh. We got him. Will there be another kill team? I don't know, actually. We may have we did already kill a kill team, but will another kill team spawn? I really don't know.
Already.
The Bull Shark is going to move up over here. We are not firing our Long Tom at this, but we're going to fire the rest at the Zeus.
Target acquired.
Solid hits there. And that Zeus is
Reporting critical
stricken
hit.
at this point.
Standing by.
The Awesome is going to move in. Now, we've only got 2 activations left of the Awesome. So we're going to have to start working on that.
Copy that.
We'll fire on that Zeus. And it's gone. Okay.
One less target.
Phew. 5 activations left on the Madcap Mark II. It's going to sprint for this.
Standing by.
The Mauler will restart.
Standing by.
The Boar's Head is going to head down over this way.
Copy.
Exiting combat. Beautiful. I really wish we had our Salamander still, but this could have gone worse. And really, the only thing that was difficult about it wasn't the particular enemies that we faced.
Location confirmed.
It was the number of enemies.
Acknowledge.
The Awesome has to start first aiding. The Mauler will hop into here.
Position confirmed.
The Mad Cat will move up over this way.
Copy.
The Orion is just going to brace
Roger.
and sink heat. Alpha beacon deployed. I really hope there's not a kill squad. If there is, we're going to have to eject multiple pilots because we can't necessarily get them to the evac point.
Waiting for orders.
The Bull Shark is going to move up. The Awesome is going to move down over here.
Roger that.
The Corsair is not really interested in doing too much. We're going to first aid the Awesome. We're also going to... Are we first aiding the Mauler? No, we're not. We're going to move it up over here.
way.
The Mad Cat Mark II is the one going for that, though. The Orion is not in need of first aid.
Position confirmed.
Okay. Sounds good. Pegasus moves up. The Atlas moves into position over here in the target zone.
Position.
The Bull Shark sprints up. The Corsair is just kind of chilling. The Awesome is, of course, going to first aid. 4 activations remaining. Did they change this? Oh, it recovers 2 points of lost blood now. That's so much better.
Stabilizing and bracing.
We're going to first aid the Mad Cat. That means that we can get out now. Amazing. I really like that. So there's that ready to go. Okay, so the Atlas is going to actually start heading up over here. We're going to group the rest of our mechs over here. The Atlas is going to be the one that runs around. But we're just going to first aid these guys. The Mauler can stay put. The Mad Cat Mark II is going to first aid. Yeah, this is fine. The real question is, does Chronic Toast survive? That is the real question here, and we'll find out the answer to that. But, I'll be real curious to see. And to see what happened to that mech as well.
Managing heat.
Like, I legitimately don't understand. Okay.
Taking a
Well, we're going to have a lot of repairs to do. But that's only because we dealt with, like, I think it was 24 total units, and they were high-end units as well.
Alright.
Because also keep in mind, it was like 25 because there was that battle armor. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, the Mad Cat Mark II is going to first aid. Excellent.
Roger that. Digging in.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So the Atlas is going to get to that target zone next round. Corsair stops.
Got it. Venting.
Awesome will first aid. Mauler braces.
Bracing for impact.
Mad Cat first aids. And Orion braces.
Heat. Copy that.
Very nice. Well, I'm glad we got through this. It was a bit tougher, but only because of the number of enemies, not the quality of enemies. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that, with the exception of not knowing what happened to the Salamander. I think it might have just been a bad luck head hit, but we'll see. We didn't need to first aid the Mauler, but okay. Okay, they've locked onto the beacons successfully. Beginning data transmission. Excellent. We're on round 29 here. Nutty. So where's the evac point? All the way over here. Okay. Is there going to be a kill team, though? We'll see. We'll need to start heading for the evac point,
Position confirmed.
and that'll be fine.
Confirmed.
Move order received.
Or hopefully we'll just get evac'd because we dealt with the op core. That would be nice, but we'll see. We'll start heading over there just in case. And over we go.
Roger. Affirmative.
It'll definitely take us quite a number of
Roger
turns
that.
to get there.
Move into position.
But now that we know that we can move and bleed, that's nice. Okay, enemy reinforcements are going to arrive in 3 rounds. I don't believe that we're in a position to fight another enemy kill team. So we're going to try to get out of there, but I don't think we get out of there in 3 rounds. We'll see what the kill team is, where they spawn, and how realistic things are looking.
On my way.
Copy that.
But we punched way above our weight. There's no doubt about that. Okay, we're continuing to head in. We do have 2 long tom rounds left. We need to keep that in mind. 4 activations left on the Awesome, and as far as the Mad Cat Mark II goes, We have 8 activations remaining there, so that's fine. The enemy kill team will arrive shortly. And let's see where they come in.
I'm there. Confirmed.
3 activations on the Awesome. And we're trickling over towards the evac point.
Got it.
Okay, inbound kill team. They're spawning at the same place as the last kill team. Did you just jump down a cliff? Okay. Actually, there's no one here. We dealt with the kill team. So that was the kill team.
Say so.
No enemy. Unless
Copy
they
that.
spawn at the end of this turn,
Move order
I suppose. The Awesome isn't quite going to make it before it bleeds out.
Moving out.
I've got eyes
Okay,
on
here they
hostile
are.
reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Cool. So what do they got? They have got an Emperor that our Pegasus just dealt some decent damage to. They've got a Banshee, a Victor, and a Marauder too. So that is a straight-up kill team.
I'm here.
Okay. So our Corsair is going to continue sprinting towards the exit. We're going to need to start firing on these guys as we go.
Copy that.
Getting a little stray shotty. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Okay.
Commander.
Our Orion is going to close in over here. The Orion is very injured. We're going to Vigilance it to make it hopefully a less attractive target, and we will Warlord up over this way. But we need to get to the evac point. Once again, we never had a chance to get to the evac point before the end here. But that's okay. We'll just move on up
I'm out of LRM.
and hopefully do some decent damage to them. Hopefully they'll attack some of our higher armor units. That would be nice. The Marauder 2C moves up. Attacks the Pegasus. I love it. Do it. It actually didn't kill the Pegasus either.
Orders?
The Mauler is going to position over here. We want to protect, honestly, all sides of the Mauler. We're going to sprint.
No shooting. Just
We're
run.
going to Vigilance it. And the Marauder 2 is the obvious target here. We're going to fire everything we've got.
Got it, Commander.
Decent armor damage, but it's really not what we're looking for. We need to get out of here. The Victor moves up, goes for the Orion. This is exactly who I hoped that they didn't go for, but luckily he misses everything.
Commander?
The Bull Shark is going to step up,
Affirmative.
and we are going to fire on the Emperor here as the most centrally located one with the long top. Good armor damage there, but he is cover plus guarded. Emperor moves up, fires on the Pegasus. I love it. Keep doing it. Just keep doing that. The Banshee moves up, also fires on the Pegasus. Ideal.
Commander.
Now, our Awesome has to first aid here,
Waiting
and I
for
hate
orders.
it. The Madcap Mark II is going to move over to here, and we are going to fire our MRMs at this Victor. We are going to Warlord it. We're just going to do as much as we can. Good damage. It lost its evasive.
Cooking my internal
Our
structure.
Boar's Head is, of course, entirely out of ammo. We're going to position it, like, up here,
Roger that.
mostly to try to distract. Okay, phase 26.
Good
So.
to go.
Our Orion cannot sprint. For some reason. It has to move up here. I'm actually strongly considering ejecting the Orion. What is in this head? An Artemis and a sniper sensor and an armored cowl. We can replace all of that. I'm going to eject the Orion right now.
Punching out.
The Orion is too close to dead. I don't want to take further damage there. The Pegasus moves up, fires on the Emperor, gets some solid damage in there. Okay.
I'm receiving you.
The Mauler is going to make for the evac point. We're going to Vigilance it
Moving
to
fast.
hope to make it less attractive of a target to them. And in terms of hit odds, the Victor is the target here. We can't fire this ER large laser, but otherwise, go for it. There's some damage reduction,
My mech's
but
overheating.
we're okay for now. Our ally attacks the Emperor, does a little damage. And we're hoping that they continue to go for these.
Aye, aye.
The Corsair is going to sprint forward,
Copy that.
and I think we go for absolutely the victor here. We'll warlord that. We don't care about this overheat. That's okay.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
That's a knockdown on the victor, most likely. Maybe after the artillery. Oh, nope, there it goes. Knockdown. Fantastic. So the victor's knocked down.
I'm
Okay.
generating a
The
lot
Marauder
of heat.
2C moves up, goes for the Bull Shark. This is fine. I love it. Please continue to go for the Bull Shark.
Light damage. Holding firm.
That's ideal. And then the Emperor moves up, goes for the Pegasus. Again, ideal. Exposes the structure, does not get the kill.
Yes, Commander.
The Boar's Head is going to walk in, and we're going to side arc kick this Emperor. All we can do is melee with the Boar's Head. But that melee still does a lot of damage. So the Emperor is now unsteady, and the Banshee moves, takes out the Pegasus. That's okay. As long as it's not shooting at us, we're fine with this. The Victor stands up. And let's see what it does. Stands at a jaunty angle. Hits that Mauler pretty hard. Gets good crits, multiple double heatsink destructions.
Good.
Okay.
Ready for orders.
The Bull Shark is going to move up here. And we are going to fire our artillery out on this Marauder to try to... Actually, do we care about the artillery hitting the Boar's Head? Let's fire the last round at the Marauder.
Engaging target.
Okay. We took a little damage ourselves, but more damage to them, and that is ideal. So the Madcat Mark II is at this point going to move up.
Heading out.
I want to hit this Emperor with our final rounds of MRMs. We're not going to fire our medium lasers here because of heat, but otherwise, hit that Emperor super hard. Excellent.
I'm out of short range missiles.
Yep, that's our last round of
Awaiting
MRMs.
orders.
The Awesome is going to move up over to... I would like a direct LOS, but actually over here might not be too bad. We want to protect the left-hand side here, which this actually does. We'll also Vigilance the Awesome here, and we'll fire on this Banshee. There's not too much that we can actually get done here necessarily, but we can penetrate the armor on it, and we'll take that. Okay. Pegasus moves and does not fire. There is still a Pegasus out there, and we'd love it if they'd go for the kill on it. The Victor moves up and does go for the kill on the Pegasus. A number of stray shots into the Awesome, and it does kill the Pegasus. But overall,
Light damage.
that's okay.
Holding firm.
Phase 16, the Marauder moves. It backs off a little bit, fires on the Bull Shark. I love it. Continue to fire on the Bull Shark,
Under
please.
heavy fire.
And then it shuts down. Now, the Emperor melees our Boar's Head. That's okay.
I don't like how this is going.
It does some internal damage there. Nothing too major. And it turns its back to us.
I'm gonna die.
Standing by.
Which means that the Mauler can immediately come in here with the rear arc kick. And we're going to be a little bit short on... We have to fire our B-pods here. We're going to be a little short on heat, but we can do something like this. With the rear arc kick. Do it. Get in there. That's actually the Victor, but that's okay. Good hit. Decent damage there.
No ammo. I'm out of
And
long-range
they're going to
missiles.
walk in with their Banshee and hit our boar's head. That's awkward for sure. That may get a knockdown, actually. Ooh, that auto cannon. Yeah, they're pretty well suited for that. Okay, good to know. So that's a knockdown on our boar's head. It's Muffin Top in the boar's head, so that's okay for now.
I'm ready.
The Bull Shark is going to move up. We have rear arc on this Emperor, and we're absolutely taking that.
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
Okay.
My armor is getting blown apart.
You're okay for now. The Corsair is going to move into here. We need to start killing their units. Absolutely.
Acknowledge.
The Corsair needs to sink a little heat as well. We're going to not fire the large pulse laser.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Okay. That's some good internal damage there.
Got past the armor. No Gauss rifle ammo left.
Indeed. That's to be expected. The Awesome is going to move up over here. It has 2 activations remaining, so we're going to move to here, and we're going to hit the rear arc of this Emperor again.
Firing at enemy 6.
I was really hoping to get some CT and have that Emperor gone there.
Reporting critical hit.
That is a knockdown, though, and he ejects, so he is actually gone. Beautiful.
Right here.
At this point, the Boar's Head stands up, and let's take stock of his armor situation.
I'm up, but
Its armor situation is that it has basically no armor left on its right-hand side. For now, I think that we disengage a bit, and we attempt to protect that right-hand side by doing something like this, and then we vigilance it. Okay. Now our Magcat Mark II can move in and go for the rear arc on this Victor.
Roger that.
That's exactly what we do here. We could see a kill here. Rear arc is not ideal, but it'll do.
Yeah.
Excellent. The Victor's down. That's the kill team half gone.
Destroyed.
Battle mech power up
Okay,
detected.
so the Marauder 2 powers up. That was expected.
I'm here.
The Corsair is going to... Let's see. This is on the right-hand side, so this would be his strong side. These are still powerful hit odds here. We'll do what we can.
Attacking from position.
We're really low on ammo. Really low on ammo. The Banshee's going to move now, and we're in a bit of danger from the Banshee here.
Can't take much more of this.
We'll see what it does. Ow. But honestly, that could have been worse.
Weapon system down.
Okay. And it misfired its LRM-15. So our Mauler is going to close in here. We are absolutely going to vigilance it. We're very low on our armor. And we're going to fire on the Banshee here. We can only fire 2 ER large lasers,
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
but that's some decent damage to that Banshee.
Standing by.
Our Boar's Head is going to sprint up over this way, protecting its right-hand side.
Affirmative.
Waiting for orders.
The Bull Shark steps forward.
Roger.
Hit odds are best, and in fact, they're identical. This is on the Banshee's weak side, and if it has an XL engine, which it does, we could see a kill here, theoretically. I'm going to Warlord to boost this a little bit further.
Firing on target.
We got an engine crit, but it wasn't the crit that we needed.
Critical
Sad.
hit, Commander.
Aye, aye.
Now, we have to first aid on our Awesome. I'm not happy about it, but it is required. The Magcat is going to move up to here, and we're going to fire this. We're hoping that we get a crit into this torso. Odds are low. We did get a crit on the engine,
Scored a critical hit.
but sadly, it's not an ejection-worthy crit. And this guy gets to move basically right away. At the Corsair, I'll allow it. The Corsair is solid.
I hate these guys.
Okay.
Orders.
The Mauler I would love to move for a flank. The Corsair moves first, actually. Or can move first. We're going to move the Corsair over to... I'm not going to sprint it because we can't get into side arc, but we can position here.
Confirmed.
And get slightly better hit odds. We'll Warlord that. We're once again just hoping for crits here.
Copy that.
And we didn't get it. Sad.
Watch those heat levels.
The Mauler is going to move out over here.
Moving
Once
to
again,
position.
we're hoping for crits.
Engaging.
We got an additional armor penetration on the other torso now.
I got the heat
But the
spike
Banshee
here.
moves, and he could easily kill the Mauler here. Instead, he went for the Mad Cat and didn't really do
I'm
much.
wounded.
We're down a mech.
But the pilot panics and ejects.
Yes, man.
That's unfortunate. We're going to move up with the Bull Shark here, and we're going to go, I think, for the... Well, the Banshee is better off attacked from the front. The Marauder 2C, this is its strong side. We'll take the hit odds, I guess, and do that. Okay.
Commander.
So, the Awesome can now move up, and we would love to attack from this side. That's exactly what we're going to do. Yes. Engine destruction. That's what we needed.
Mech destroyed.
Okay. Finally,
Yes, Commander.
the Atlas is going to close in up over here and brace. This guy, DFAs.
I just realized I'm sitting on the fusion reactor.
Okay, so the right arm is destroyed there. There's nothing in that right arm, though, so that's not too big of a deal. The Bull Shark is going to sprint forward.
Double time. Let's go.
I'm here.
The Corsair is going to sprint over to here. I would like to get a rear arc, but that's not going to happen. We're going to not fire our medium lasers here for heat purposes, but we're just going to look to make this Marauder 2C unsteady. And this is his weak side. That should make him unsteady. Perfect.
Ready for order.
The Mauler is now going to close in over here. And we're going to keep hitting this weak side as hard as we can. It's another 70-some damage into it.
Standing by.
Now, the Boar's Head is actually going to get reserved here. Reason being, I want to move the Awesome
Standing
first.
by.
Oh, there's only one activation remaining. We have to first aid. I didn't think of that.
Right here.
Well, we're going to move the Boar's Head in over here. And we're going to melee attack from this angle.
On my way.
Right in that weak side. Sadly, we didn't hit it anywhere particularly useful, and he moves again immediately. Goes for the Mauler. Ow. The Mauler is going to need some work. No doubt about that.
Standing by.
The Corsair is going to move in over here. Is this
On
his
my
strong
way.
side? It is. But that leg is weakened. Take it. Not a lot done there. We did take out a Hyper Gauss ammo.
Scored a critical hit. I'm generating.
The Bull
a
Shark
lot of
is
heat.
out of LOS and needs to close in.
Knowledge.
No, Vigilancing is not important. The
Standing by.
Mauler is going to close in again. Our heat sinks are really, really missing right now. So we can only fire the one large laser, but that's 36 more armor off of that Marauder. And at this point,
Standing by.
I think we do reserve so that the Awesome moves
Yes,
first.
Commander.
We come in over here,
Moving to position.
and we hit this Marauder as hard as we can.
Engaging target.
It doesn't have much armor left.
Yes,
Now the
Commander.
Boar's Head moves in and hits it on this weak side. Not the one that we were just hitting, but the other side.
Going hand to hand.
Excellent. That's legged,
Critical
which means
hit,
that he
Commander.
doesn't get to move right away again because he gets knocked down. Now, he was only reserved back to phase 12 there.
Ready for order.
That's very sad. But we can move up with the Bull Shark and hit odds are okay.
Engaging
Take it.
target.
Engine crits, we took out more Hyper
Target
Gauss
taking
ammo,
critical hit.
and he
Back
ejects.
up past my armor.
I'm here.
We're out of here. That was definitely more difficult.
On my way. Double
To be
time.
sure, our Lance is not well suited
Commander?
for target acquisition missions. Right? We're not set up for that.
Battle mech
Oh,
down.
right. She ejected. That's fine.
Right here.
She panicked and ejected. She didn't need to, but that's fine. We knew that she was going to be okay that round, right? Or actually, maybe she wasn't. Now that I think about it.
Moving to position.
At any rate, we took some heavy hits,
Position confirmed.
and there's no doubt about that. I don't think Chronic Toast is dead,
Some heat while I wait.
but we're out of here.
Location confirmed.
Successful, but at what cost?
Mission successful.
Excellent. Well, that was a lot of enemies and a lot of very powerful ones, but we did it, and honestly with only minor losses. Like, sure, it's going to take us a long time to get that all put together, and if Chronic Toast is dead, that's going to be a problem. But, oh boy. That was quite a mission. I like it. That's what we're looking for. So the boar's head took damage, yes. What I wanted to see was what exactly happened to the salamander. We didn't even lose the head. And yeah, Chronic Toast is fine. I feel like he got... Well, I think it was just lucky headshots there. I think that was all that happened there. So we did not lose any pilots. That's very important. We lost a couple of heads. We lost some internal work, and we're going to have to do a lot of repairs. Now, they're wanting the Marauder 2C parts. Honestly, I refuse. Okay. As far as salvage goes, what do we even want here? There's so much. We could take a couple Fafnir parts. I'm not opposed to that. We'll take the Fafnir parts, and we got some generic armor. Case 2. Get rid of that. Basic cockpits, SLDF cockpit we'll keep around. Heatsink +3, and 8 double heat sinks to help restore some of the ones that we lost. That'll be great. Now, this is going to be a very expensive and long process on getting these mechs repaired. That's going to be a next episode thing for sure. And I don't even know if we're going to make it to a mission next episode. We'll have to see. This was 3 very long episodes to get through this mission. So that was spicy for sure. I have no idea what to estimate this is going to cost to repair. Yang is probably going to spit out some crazy number like 1 million C-bills or something. We'll have to see. It's going to be very interesting for sure. It's well past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as soon as we know what this is going to cost to repair. We'll get all of the overall repairs done next episode, but let's see what Yang has to say here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and look at that. 1 million C-bills. 128 days, I don't think that's quite accurate, but it'll be a while, no doubt about that. We'll deal with that fallout next time. See you all then.